Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What we have here is the Canon G7X. I got this at a thrift shop. It was in pretty good condition, as you can see. This was only $160 and I couldn't pass it off because it was in such a great condition. So this is a great vlogging camera. As you can see, these are my morning cats that hangs around my place, and it is an amazing camera. So here is a sample of what it can do video wise. We're gonna later take a look at what it can do photography wise too. Enjoy. So this is the G7X Mark II, which on the second-hand market right now should be a very good bargain for anybody who's looking for a compact 1-inch 20 megapixel sensor camera that has built-in Wi-Fi, has all the features you need like Wi-Fi, file transfer, NFC, a fully tiltable LCD screen, a really fast startup time, good battery life, manual focus, autofocus, and a compact camera. Here I have the Fujifilm X-E4 next to the G7X Mark II, and you can see the size difference on this. This is huge. It has optical zoom that I would prefer that you'll really love, because even though it has optical zoom, it goes from 1.8 to f2.8, which is perfectly fine. It says on the lens that it is a 8.8 to 36.88 millimeter lens, but in reality I have found that to be really close to something like 23 to say 70 millimeters, which is perfect for a 1-inch sensor. This is handy, very pocketable. You don't need to carry extra bag or anything with it. This has built-in ND filter, which was really great in daytime videos. Also has a pop-up flash for you to take those great portrait shots indoors using bounced light. And this has all the Canon features, all the bells and whistles. For example, the rear curtain flash sync, high-speed flash sync, and everything. Although this does lacking a hot shoe mount, but it does have a tripod mount, and the battery life on this is very good. Now this is a camera for those who are looking for a complete photography or cinematography feature set. By that I mean it has mechanical leaf shutter just like the Fuji X100 VI, optical and digital zoom, built-in Wi-Fi, NFC for your image transfer, a great zoom, and most importantly built-in ND filter. It doesn't end there. You also have horizon level sensor, and at full HD video you can record all day long. The screen also flips out completely. So at this zoom level you can actually take a picture and it will look really sharp. I'm doing video right now, that's why it looks like this. But so this was intended to be a vlogging camera in the first place, but Canon has put a pretty good sensor in there that you can actually use, and I suggest using it for photography because all those feature sets and great lens on this adds up to, and this is just my opinion, a really great cheap alternative to Fuji X100 VI or the Ricoh GR if you are on a budget. And this is a great entry level photography full featured camera in my opinion. And if you can find it in a bargain under $200 in your area, this is a great pickup even for everyday use. The low light capabilities of this camera is simply better than other compacts for the price. The bokeh here looks sharp and clean. That means Canon did give it some good glass. Where I am standing right now is total darkness, and you can see that even in under low light this performs extremely well even in video. The images that comes out of this sensor, especially the black and white images, are mind-boggling. Take a look. This was one of the Canon's best compact cameras, and because of it, you can customize it however you want. You can use the front ring to either focus or zoom or even change aperture. There are custom settings, and if you want, run it like a fully manual compact camera. The autofocus on this is extremely fast and extremely good. It is highly optimized. The startup time is like couple of milliseconds, and the lens pops out. You don't even need to start the camera to preview images. This is one of the things I love. All you gotta do is press the play button and you can go through the images. And you can either have the front ring to be completely smooth or have steps in it. Just with the lever you can like set it, and the zoom and the quality of this is amazing. In this image you can see the ND filter working is the best. Right now I have one of the brightest sunlight outside, and the ND filter works great, even with has horizon leveling. It is a fully featured camera, that's what I'm trying to say. For macro, it is amazing. If you can't afford a macro lens but really need to do macro, want to figure out how like macro works and everything, you wanna give it a go at a very cheap price, this camera is a very good pickup for that too. Canon makes great sensors, and it is one of the best Canon sensors out there, period, that I have ever tested. You can shoot RAW, come home and compete with top Fuji RAW files with this, even Canon full frame files. The images, even when you zoom in, are sharp. It is impossible to replicate this level of detail on any smartphone. All smartphones right now does is have superficial AI, blur and all that HDR, but it's really not that real, and it shows. Like after a while, if you edit the images from your phone, it just falls apart. With this though, you can shoot RAW and it will not fall apart. You can push much more in low light if you shoot RAW with this camera, and this is a truly compact camera. Even like the wide end of the lens is perfect. It's not too wide, it's just wide enough so that you can operate this with one hand. Yes, that's right, you can use it, just use your right hand or your left hand to operate this completely. You don't need to like worry about it at all. Now, one of the downsides of this is because it was when it was released, it doesn't have 4K video, but to be honest, it does very good, very sharp, accurate color rendition 1080p video. And if you really need 4K video, if you gonna use this camera, I would suggest upscaling it using like a software like Topaz Lab, etc. There are many AI upscaling technology at the moment if you really need the 4K. But to be honest, the 1080p is so good. This is my go-to camera for all my reviews now. This is such compact. The image stabilization on this is so great. You can make the ring either clickless or clicked just with this setting, and that means you don't knock it over accidentally. This is actually a fully pocketable camera I have. This will replace your smartphone if you keep using it, and this takes amazing pictures. If you want a cheap camera that you want to take photos of your children, your family, those birthday events, those special moments every day, this is a great camera to have if you don't want to go through all that DSLR hassle. This is a camera for the regular people. Remember back in the day we used to have point and shoots, and our mothers and our family used point and shoots when the phone market wasn't capable of producing that quality. There was a huge market for compact cameras. This is a upgrade to that. This is an great addition to that lineup, and it really works even today. So I hope you like this review. These reviews are very personal, and I am not a professional, and well, if you like the reviews, I am really stuck at 850 subscribers. It will really help me out if you can subscribe to this channel, and I hope I can bring more great gems like this from the thrift store in the future. Thank you.